The odd couple scenario of an organized person trying to live with a messy person, well, makes for a funny sitcom, but it's no laughing matter if you're dealing with it in real life. Professional organizer and interior designer Helen Austen joins us with some help getting organized with a disorganized partner or roommate. Helen, thanks for joining us. Now, obviously, we're not talking about us here, and this is not us having this problem. Everybody else has it. How do we start finding common ground with people that don't fit our same organizational habits?
You know, it actually starts with ourselves. So if you have spaces you want to work on, start with yourself, organize yourself first. And while you're doing that, you're going to get to be curious about yourself. So you're going to want to realize, what are your organizing tendencies and expectations? So that means we have certain tendencies like, are you a pile maker? Are you a perfectionist? Because that's a big one. Do you tend to get distracted easily? All of these things are really important to bringing your own awareness to how you function. And then you can have the opportunity to start thinking about what this might look like with your partner or roommate.
Well, I'm already starting to analyze myself. I am a pile maker. I can already tell you that for sure.
Me too.
So do I need to focus on making myself change? Then how do I get the person disorganized here in this relationship to change?
Well, you know, sadly, we don't get anyone to change, right? Change starts with ourselves. But there are opportunities for a good conversation. Now, I've noticed couples who have never talked about how things are handled in the house. So maybe you just need to have, you know, a nice, easy conversation, or more than likely it's been an attack, or there's been things said out of sheer frustration. So you're going to want to consider to find a time where you can sit down with that person and have a conversation where no one's distracted, they're not stressed out, they're not rushed, and you basically just start by saying, hey, these are some things that I've been doing. This is what I've learned about myself. And as you share this journey with them, it often can get the other person to start thinking about themselves as well. And then you have the opportunity to go, so what do you think? Would you be interested in doing more around the house with me? And here's a spot that's easy and small, you know, that maybe we can do together. And you can get the conversation started that way. But it has to be under the right circumstances, and not when you're angry and not when you're just at your wit's end.
So you don't want to respond with, so I picked up your dirty sock again. That's probably not the best way to start.
Probably not. You know, sadly, those don't work out so well, do they?
So what about solutions? Do they look different between, I mean, we talked about couple relationships, but what about just like general roommate relationships too? Are these solutions the same for both of those different type of couples?
They can be. You got to have conversations, right? You know, the dynamics are different. I'd say it's more difficult with couples because of the relationship that you have to balance with all, and the long term of that one is going to be different. Plus, you build up all these nice resentments sometimes over time like this that can make it more complicated. So solutions for couples really is just to get to know them. Same thing with a roommate. Also, start to ask yourself, you know, how were you raised? So how you were raised will develop certain expectations of what life looks like as an adult. And learning what the other person's experiences can be a really great way of learning more about each other. And then you're going to be able to find better solutions because you're going to better understand where the other person is coming from.
Well, she is saving marriages and friendships. Thank you so much to professional organizer and interior designer Helen Austen. Great tips, as always. Gina, are you one of the disorganized ones, or are you one of the organized ones?
What do you think, though?
Yeah, what do you think?
She's disorganized,
No,
obviously.
no, I am organized. We can all attest Joe is the opposite.
Yeah, I am the opposite. My closet got moved out of the master into the guest room.
And now in the garage.
My wife was like, no, thank you.